Well, I'm on my way back to the house because I was out trying to get this check cash. Well, needless to say, I'm not going to get the check cash, which is fine. I just went ahead and deposited it into my account because nobody wants to cash the check. So everybody keep looking at the check, touching on the check, and folding the check, and flipping the check up, and flipping the check back. And mind you, I'm annoyed with myself because I wouldn't even need the check if I would have been on things that I needed to be on and could have got the money deposited into my account. But I was slipping on my pimping, and I had to get a check because I didn't give out that bank information fast enough for that deposit to come through. Cool. Now, mind you, this check I have is from the state. Like, it's from the state organizations that I live in. So it's like it's a state check. It's not a government, like it's not like a federal check. But it is a state check. Like it's from me going to school. It came from our capital that we live in. But everybody's looking at the check so weird. And I'm so lucky. Like I truly do not care, like, that these people was looking at me like I was trying to commit fraud. I mean, y'all should have seen them looking at this check. I said the next time I get me a check, I am going to videotape the process of how you get looked at when you go to cash a check in 2024, because it was real disrespectful. She was like, well, what is this check for? Me. She's like, no. What is it for? I'm like, it was a bonus check. It was a bonus check for me from school, from the state of North Carolina. Literally. If I told you the organization, it'll have North Carolina in the front of it first, and then the organization, like, because it's from the state. And she just was like, and then she's like, okay, well, it's going to be $20 to charge it. And I'm like, okay, the check it's not a $20 check, so I'll get more 20s than the 120 you're going to take, so take the 20. Then she comes back and says, well, my supervisor looked at the check, and we just can't cash this check, child. We can't cash your check. I said, that's okay. I understand. And I understand because I will never work for a company. Like, if you don't have check verification, meaning I'm not going to make sure the check is good. You're going to make sure the check is good. And you have to make sure through a third party company that the check is good. Because if the check is not good, I will not cash the check. Period. And then if the check is good, then the third party has to verify the check before I still cash the check. Only because I don't want to be the person cashing the bad checks. And so I get it. But it's sad how people treat people. It's just sad. I just thought I'd share that, like, my check cashing experience today. And like I said, I done deposited my little check in my account. My little check is deposited. And of course, I have to wait, like, forever for the check. So I was looking for the check because I hid the check. Because when I make bank deposits, I always keep the checks just in case the bank deposit don't want to accept the check. And then you really threw away the check, and then you didn't even cash the check, and then you got to figure out how to get the money again. But, like, this is my little check, y'all. It got the little water seal on there and everything. I can't show y'all the check because I can't give y'all my address. But, I mean, trifling. How people treat people. You know? It's a check. It's a check. It is a check. Some checks are not fake checks. And you shouldn't treat everyone like they had a fake check when they come cash a check. You know, and if you don't feel comfortable cashing a check, I respect that. Don't cash the check. And then we're going to go from there. But, you know, you guys have a great one. See you later. Bye.